This is the Projekt Gemineye Update, your source for all things Projekt Gemineye. Brought to you by Riffical Records. And here's your host, Mark Anthony K. Greetings, friends, and welcome to episode 181 of the Projekt Gemineye Update. This is going to be a brief update video. Just to let you know, for all of you who've been waiting for your albums, I have just received word today, being January 27th, Friday, that the albums have arrived at the US distributors and will be packaged over the weekend and sent out on Monday. So, expect your albums very, 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 very soon, because once he receives them, got rid of gas there. Once they receive them, it's very quick from them to you, which is the reason why I do this. Because if I was to send them from me, once I got them, God knows how long it would take to get there. Speaking of God knows how long it'll take, the reason why it took this long for them to get there is because apparently the package got held up at U.S. Customs, which is very odd because I've been doing this now, this is record number 6 I've done this. So, I don't know what they found so amusing about my package this time. Well, it was 35 pounds. It's a little heavy. But there was a lot of orders from you guys, so thank you again for that. But for some reason they held it up for a couple of days, but it's got there now eventually, and he has everything, and they'll start the packaging over the weekend, and it'll be out the door on Monday. So I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. For all of you people in Canada and Australia, your stuff is en route to you. I'll give it a couple of days, of course, because when I say all you Canadian people, Canada is a big country. From here to, let's say, from here to Saskatchewan, it's quite a ways away. It's like 3 days drive, so it's not going to just get there in a day or so. So give it a bit of time, it'll get there. And again, thank you for your orders and your support. What else? I'm doing this a second time. I did a whole video of this already, and I played it back to check on it, and my voice was all distorted, and it sounded like I was like a Dalek from Doctor Who. So I don't know what the hell happened there, but what I was saying in that video, the other one that I made, was that I'm taking this album, Book 3, as the end of an era. I did 6 albums, and now Book 7 is going to be a new start for Projekt Gemineye. Now, don't get alarmed. I'm not going to be turning into some fusion artist or something like that. I'm just going to start letting some some other influences that have been kind of lurking into my writing a bit, that I've been keeping out a bit. Maybe let them come in and explore a little bit within my music and see what happens. A lot of my favorite bands that I listen to have had moments like this, like Rush. Had that whole era of moving pictures, permanent waves, and signals, where people are like, oh no, they're using keyboards now. And then they had another era where it's like, oh my god, they're using a lot of keyboards now, like power windows and all that. That never really bothered me too much. I kind of like when bands expand a bit, and explore the musical boundaries a little bit. Again, don't be too alarmed. And I said this in the other video too. I'm saying all this and kind of making like a little, not a warning, but like a little, discussion about what could happen. And with my luck, I'll just probably make another record that sounds similar to the other ones anyways. So, but if you notice some different stuff in it, hopefully you guys will like it and come along for the musical ride. 2023 is supposed to be a year of exploratory for me, or like an exploratory year for me. And also, I want to make it a bit more fun for me as far as trying to get some of the things back that I was doing earlier. Try to do a few more contests. I haven't done one in a long time. Some giveaways. Do a couple of special records again. I haven't done like a late cut record in a long time, or I was talking about doing those picture discs. which are still available for me to do, but I just had so little time to do any of this stuff that this year I want to try to devote 2023 to focusing on the things that I wasn't able to do in the last year or two. And I hope you guys will enjoy it and support it. Your comments that you've been leaving have been very helpful, so please keep leaving your comments. They've been really, really helpful. I mentioned that I might do a CD release of some of my EP material, and a lot of people seem very supportive of that. So that's the kind of comments that I'm really happy to be receiving, and not only because you guys want me to do it, but just because it gives me a kind of a feel for what's out there as far as my supporters go. So keep up the comments, and thank you again. And if you haven't subbed to this channel, then please do so. It's I'm creeping towards 400. Hopefully I'll get to 400 sometime soon. Doesn't really make too big a difference to me, but I'd like to be able to get them, let's say, 400 or 500 subs at one time or another. Other than that, that's about it. I don't want to make this video too long. Your records are coming. I'm very happy about that, and 2023 will be a new start, a new phase for Projekt Gemineye. Let's see where it takes us. Okay, I'll talk to you guys all very soon. Be safe out there.